Okay, let me start by saying I'm Dan Ooku, and I just came to know later on in my life that I wasn't born in Nairobi, but I lived with my parents in Nairobi at some place called Kibera slums. Yeah, that's where I lived with my parents until my dad passed away in 1993, and then we had to move from Nairobi to our up-country home in Western Kenya. I had to study back there at home, and then I joined high school through the support of some of my primary school teachers and my mom. She passed away sometimes in the course of my high school. After that, I had to go back home to take care of my siblings. I wasn't accepted home because sometimes after my dad passed away, I just came to realize that it was known that the dad I always knew was not my real dad, and there is stigmatization in that, so they didn't accept me in that home, and now I had to be thrown out of that home. I met some guy and he invited me to a church where I started fellowshipping, and with time I surrendered my life to Christ while in that church, and that's where I met David. He used to attend that church occasionally too, and our relationship started from there. Chris and Kerry, we just met, and they confessed to me later that they thought I was just some guy who didn't have any potential, and they were never sure whether they would want to relate with me or something. We just met and we shared the vision together, and we decided to do something. And the vision of starting a community center where kids would be helped was born out of that. I think the reason why we didn't choose to move on with our individual lives is because of the bond that God put in us, that bond to have a unity of purpose and do something in our community. I'm not just working with orphans and the needy because everybody else would want to, but because I was an orphan. I lost my parents while I was still young, and I knew what I went through was not easy, and to a greater extent I look at it as what God wanted me to do, and I can always testify this just to encourage somebody somewhere that God is good and God is able. I met a lady, and since then we have developed our relationship, and it's becoming serious and serious. In fact, in 2 months' time, I'll be visiting their parents. I've met the mom, but I haven't met the dad, so I'm planning to meet them, and we have arranged for our wedding in August. This is a surprise to many.